Hello, YTPC. Ethan, Parsimonious Piper here. Today we have got some morsels for Muletown Manducation. Just got back from that show and couldn't resist a horrible joke. If you stick with me, you might like what we did at the show. But first, in a 3-star pipe by Lee Dublin lovely pipe, I have got some Happy Brown Bogey, courtesy of John, Pipes and Strings and Things. John, this is thoroughly dried out. That pigtail was a little drier than the thicker rope was. So I didn't have to give it any dry time, and that lit right up. It's good stuff. Good stuff. So last weekend was the Muletown Pipe Show at Columbia, and there have been a bunch of guys who have already posted some pretty good footage of it. Honestly, I was like a kid in a candy shop, and I only took a total of around 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes of video the entire weekend. The rest of the time I spent smoking my pipe and chatting. I'll show you that footage right here. Stay awake. And that was all the footage I got. The rest of the time I spent chatting, as I said. But let's back up just a little bit. How did I get there? I was invited to come along with a pipe carver who was setting up a table there. Ron Smith from Dandridge, Tennessee. You've seen a couple of his pipes highlighted on my channel. They are fantastic smokers. They are reasonably priced, and he asked me if I would like to join him at the show. I said, well, of course. That just sounds like a blast to go along with a carver. And it was a wonderful weekend. Thank you so much for your hospitality, Ron. Excuse me, for your generosity. It was an absolutely wonderful weekend. We had a blast. Ate some good food. So we came in on Friday and hung around a little bit Friday evening. Got to meet a couple of guys, Andrew, Southern Piper, and there were a couple others who showed up. Where I think we chatted the longest that evening. Came in then Saturday morning, bright and early, didn't realize I had parked right next to old Pops and his brother. And then we ran into Corvette Jim right out in front of the building. So, immediately some of the other guys, Eddie Gray was there fairly early, but, or maybe that was Friday night. It all runs together for me. We got Ron's table set up, and I went around and took a little gander at some of the other vendors a little early, since nobody but vendors could get in, and I got a special bracelet because I was with the vendor. It's good stuff. So I took a gander at some of the other tables. Of course, you know me, what I'm really looking for are Pipe by Lee and their seconds, and they're pretty hard to find. I did have fun digging through the buckets of basket pipes and old factory pipes. Didn't find anything, but that's okay, because once the main event began, I was back outside in the lounge, and they've got a fantastic lounge. You saw a little bit in the video, and you see some more of it in the other guys' videos. Absolutely fantastic lounge, and immediately ran into just a ton of guys. Like I said, it was like I was like a kid in a candy shop, because we had, and I know I'm going to forget some people, so forgive me, guys, but we had Gamecock Piper and the Nashville Mafia Jokers. They both showed up. Of course, it was a real long drive for them. Old Pops and his brother, as I mentioned. Some of the other guys like Killer Briar 626 and the Concerning Pipers crew, Jump. They made it. Curmudgeon made it. Cliff Higgins. It was just Charlie Boca de Boynton. He was there. You know, on and on. Just a bunch of fantastic guys. Sat around and smoked and swapped lies. Forced Doug to watch North Carolina squeeze out a win over Baylor. Of course, his Dukies won too, so a couple shades of Carolina blue still in the tournament. We'll see if those guys go head to head at all. Some pretty fantastic vendors were there. My favorites, of course, are people like Lazarus Estates and some of the other estate pipe vendors. Larry Blackett, Buttons for Your Britches, was there with his absolutely gorgeous tampers. His line was really long, though, so I think I'm going to just check out his online store. I got to take a little peek over people's shoulders, and boy, from what I could see, his tampers are all just absolutely gorgeous. The Laudisi guys, of course, had a big table set up, multiple tables, and had all of their pipe brands on display and for sale. I think C&D had put together another blend specifically for the show in conjunction with Briarworks, and they had those on sale. It was a Virginia base, so I passed this time, but you know, hey, if they ever do a Kentucky, I'll be all over it. And then, of course, they were selling their own pipes down toward the entrance. Man, I'm enjoying this. Smoke a little faster because it's dry. And I'm talking. Some other gentlemen coming to mind. Martin Over a Pipe. Those guys were there. Let me see. I've got the pipe tobacco and whiskey. If you went up and introduced yourself, he had samples of lots of different things that he was handing out. I got a sample of the Dunhill branded early morning pipe, and he assured me that the Peterson tastes the same except for age. But I have not had, I don't think, any of the Dunhill branded blends. So this will be fun just to be able to say now that I have. So thank you there. Well, I'm going to let that go out just a little bit. Let's show you what I got. I did not buy a whole lot since they did not have the pipes that I was looking for. But I did get a few things. The first evening, Friday night, actually picked up a tin of Rustica. Now, to the gentleman who sold this to me, we did not reconnect for me to finish my payment on Saturday. And I realized, complete bonehead of me, I forgot that these things are actually double weight tins. Contact me. Let's make that right off the bat. Wanted to get that out there. The other two things that I bought, I figured while I'm here at Briarworks and they're hosting a show, I'm going to get one of their pipes. Well, y'all know I love bulldogs. I happen to like short pipes with substantial bowls. So I got this little black and white sandblasted bulldog. See if that focuses any better. Not very long, but it has a pretty wide bowl. I can get most of a finger down in there. That is going to be a nice. I think this is going to become a car pipe. It is fantastic. Perfect size for that. And of course, I got one of their t-shirts. A little bit of Muletown swag. And that concludes my purchases. For the most part, I was just, like I said, I was just talking up a storm with folks. Really enjoying it. One of the strangest experiences, and Doug Curmudgeon Piper had described this to me from one of his previous shows, and I experienced it for myself, was having someone come up and say, hey, I'm so-and-so, I love your channel. And it's a non-presenter who you recognize them by their comments, and now you can put a face with the name, like Charlie Knott, Smoking the Ghost. Thank you guys. Thanks for coming up and introducing yourselves. And there were a number more. I really do appreciate that. You guys supporting the channel is beyond me. There's so many guys out there. I know why you bother watching and commenting on my videos, I'm not entirely sure, but I do appreciate it. And thanks so much for spending time with me, sharing a bowl and chatting. It was an awful lot of fun. Awful lot of fun. Other stuff that I got. I tell you what, the generosity of this community is amazing. Somebody else who showed up, and I'm gonna light. Somebody else who showed up a little later in the day was Steve, Smoking Cardboard. Fantastic meeting him. He was on family vacation heading down to the coast. And he said he realized that Columbia, if they decided to come this route, it only added 10 or 15 minutes to the whole drive. So it was really nice of you to show up, Steve. Fantastic meeting you. I can tell you guys, Steve is just as nice in person as he appears on camera. And it was a wonderful chance to chat with him. He was handing out things. I have been trying to get this for quite some time, and it's always out, and I never get a notification that there's more. And he happened to give me a tin of this. This is the Wessex Burley Slice. I love Burleys. I absolutely love Burleys, and everybody keeps talking about how good that is. So thank you very much, Steve. That I'll think of you every time I smoke it. I can guarantee you that. Then I got some stuff from the Concerning Pipers crew. They had promised me the other day some Sam Gawith Full Virginia Flake, and they gave me a hefty sample of that. I'm looking forward to digging into that. They also, Anthony brought me a sample of Cornell and Deal's Bow-Legged Bear. I've got it around here somewhere. And more of his Appalachian Sunset, or Sunrise is the one I've got. Appalachian Sunrise blend, the Kentucky blend that I just absolutely love. He has done a fantastic job with this stuff. Last but not least, Jump gifted me with a couple of Larry Blackett's Tampers, and they are lovely. One is a large treble clef. I'm not sure whether you admire my musical abilities or think I need more practice, but I love that. That's a big one. That one will fit a lot of my larger bowls. And the second one that he gave me, and the detail on this one is really incredible. Larry does such a great work. Is an American Eagle, and patriot that I am, I love that. And that one is a smaller tamper, and that will fit. Most of my factory pipes don't have huge bowls, and some of them are quite narrow. So, and having two Blackett tampers, this lovely, what a thoughtful gift. Just incredibly thoughtful. Now, what do I want you to think about? I did tell you this was a Morsels for Muletown, right? Think about this. Every single thing that was there for sale you can buy online. Most of the vendors, if not all of them, have online sites. With pipes, is there an advantage to being able to hold it and see it? Absolutely. Absolutely there is. But you can buy this stuff online. What you can't get online, and what we do here is just a pale imitation. You can't get that fellowship. You can't shake a guy's hand, look him in the eye, talk to him. Sit back and tease him about his horrible taste in basketball teams. I thoroughly enjoyed this weekend, and it had nothing to do with the stuff. It had all to do with the people. But that's true of the YTPC in general, isn't it? Yeah, we share thoughts about tobaccos and pipes and carvers and shapes and what we like and what we don't like, and techniques on how to tamp and how to light and how to smoke. But what we really share is each other. This weekend I got to do that. Now, I'd been to the Richmond show and been to the Raleigh show a couple years before that. Neither one of those was as big. No slam on Sutliff. I think they did a great job as hosts. But we were just coming out of COVID when they hosted that. And this was bigger. And this had a lounge with a couple of stouts on tap. So, Sutliff, y'all need a lounge. But Briarworks did a fantastic job hosting. There must have been 30 YTPC guys there. I know I told you I've forgotten a lot of names. Go back through and look at the video. You'll see some of the guys that I missed. It was a fantastic time. So if you have the opportunity and there's a pipe show near you, you're a fool to miss it. But even if you live farther away from one, I think it's worth your time and money, maybe a day or two of vacation burned, to make an effort to get to one. to get to sit around and just chat and fellowship with the guys and gals. There were a couple. No female presenters, but there were a few wives and girlfriends there, and lots of female pipe smokers from all over the place. But getting to chat with the guys that you watch, that you present, that you talk to, that you comment on. And convince them to take home a sample of your tobacco. I think I only had 3 bags left, so I must have given away about 15. If y'all like it, make sure you post a video about it. If you don't. But seriously, make the effort. These things are worth it. And it's all about the people. It really is. With that, guys, light something you like. And I am loving this Happy Brown Bogey. Gawith and Hogarth really knows how to do twists, and this is a fantastic one. Enjoy your afternoon.